What's up everybody, TechChucker here, and welcome to episode 7 of This Week in Dioramas. Now I hope you've been enjoying the show just as much as I have been enjoying making this show, and if you are, help me get the word out about the show by sharing this video. Share it out to diorama creators and action figure collectors, anybody that you think might be interested in seeing some pretty amazing artwork. Share it with them. Now, if you're not familiar with how this show operates, every week I go through Instagram looking for the absolute coolest looking dioramas out there, and I showcase them for everyone to see. If you would like to be showcased in a future episode, all you need to do is upload your diorama pictures to Instagram and tag them with the hashtag ThisWeekInDioramas. That'll give me the best opportunity to actually find your pictures and showcase them for everyone to see. We've got another amazing show lined up for you today, but before we get started, we need to go through the fan vote from last week to find out who won. If you don't recall, the vote was between the Nerd Bar by Sean's Bro Toys, the Abandoned Warehouse by Henry715, the Popeye Mezco Display by Crashbox Customs, the Throne Room by Pigment Surgery, and the Basketball Court by Les Grohl. All of these were amazing entries, but there could only be one winner, and the winner was Crashbox Customs, just edging out the second place winner by 1%. This is by far the closest fan vote we have had to date. So thank you so much, Crashbox Customs, for submitting. Congratulations on the win. Thank you everyone for participating in the vote, and all of you creators out there for participating in the This Week in Dioramas hashtag. Make sure you stick around all the way to the end, where I will choose my top 5 of the week, and you guys will get to vote for your favorite. But before we do that, let's get going with the showcase, starting off with Time Capsule Scratch Builders Dio. Now this is just an incredible display. It looks so realistic. Look at all of the lights up here. I mean, it is just so cool. I'm amazed by this thing. It is, number one, the pictures are awesome. I just love it. But the realism on this with all of the detail work, great job on this. It's just such an amazing piece. So go check out Time Capsule Scratch Builder. Give them a like. Next up is a really cool display by Figures and Photography. I just really like this piece. It looks really cool. I like the sculpt work on it. The paint work on the bricks is really good. This garage door is pretty neat too. It looks really, really good. It's a fun display, something that's gonna look good on any shelf. So awesome job to Figures and Photography for this really, really nice display. Next up is from Captain Matt 1198. This Samurai Deadpool is in front of this Japanese Asian style display. I really like it. I like the color contrasting with the green and the red. Just an overall really nice piece. I'm wondering if this fits in a detail or not. Just go check them out. It's a really cool display. Awesome job. And next up, I did ask Crashbox Customs to go ahead and share all of the displays that they did for the SDCC Mezco display, and they have obliged. This one is the Pennywise display that they did. We'll go through each of these. We already saw the Popeye one, but this Batman display, really digging these rivets. It looks so cool. The detail work is so good. So obviously go check them out. They do some really, really good work. All right, here is a Spider-Man display. I mean, the brickwork on this is so clean. I mean, look at that. It's just perfect looking. Awesome job. And then one more, we've got the Magneto display, and this bent up metal looks so cool with the iron girder or whatever that is. Just awesome job. I'm loving this one. This one's probably my favorite next to the one that we showcased last week, which was the Popeye one. And I almost forgot this last one that Crashbox Customs did for the Mezco SDCC display. This is a medieval gate, looking really clean. Awesome job. I really love this gate. It looks so cool. So again, thank you so much for sharing all of these pictures so we could check them out. And congratulations on the deal to be able to be the dio creator for the Mezco display. This next dio I have been watching for a while, and I am excited to be able to share this one. This one is from BTMA Cart, and it is just an extraordinary piece. Look at the realism of this. The woodwork on this is so good. I'm just blown away by how cool this is. Look at this fireplace hearth. I mean, so good. There is this little, I don't know, reed-like broom or whatever, and I mean, it's wow, this is so good. So awesome job. Glad to be able to showcase this one from BTMA Cart. And here is a really cool Thanos throne. Really liking the way they did this. This is from _collector425. I believe they made 2 of these and sold them. Slightly different. Yeah, this one's got a little bit of probably dead grass or something. The rock work on here is really nice. The paint work looks so good. I love it. You've got the Marvel Select Thanos and Death sitting on here. Great job. Go check out Collector425. Don't forget the little underscore ahead of that. And next up is a subway car that looks so good. This one's from Pickleless_, and just look at this. It's a single picture, but they did a great job. I love the little attention to detail with the handrail thing and the straps. Awesome job. Very clean. This will look really nice. It looks like they used the display board foam for this. Very cool piece. So awesome job. Really loving it. Go check out Pickleless_. Next up is a pretty epic display from Champ_Arcades. And this thing, I believe they've been working on it for several years now. It is a multi-room display, and it is just so sick. So let's go ahead and go into their profile and take a look at some of these pictures, because it is just mind-boggling how amazing this thing is. We're just going to click through it and show you all of this. The level of detail on this display with all of the artwork, all of the props. I mean, this thing is so cool. I love it so much. Let's go in and see if we can find, here we go. Here's some more with different lighting. Now they've got different lighting in here too. This looks to be a different side of the arcade. I'm blown away. Look at the floor. That is so cool. And I mean, I've been wanting to showcase this for so long now, and finally I found them on Instagram. Look at that. The Coke machine actually has a light up door. This, I mean, this is just next level realistic stuff that, I mean, very few people are going to be able to match. This is so good. So go check out Champ_Arcades. Give them a like, give them a follow, because this is just such amazing work. Here's a cool display from Risky Cat Creations, and I think this was actually a collab piece with Randy Beers as well. So go check out both Risky Cat Creations and Randy Beers. This is a pretty cool little display with 2 pieces put together. I'm really liking the way that this is turning out. Great paintwork. This brickwork looks really cool. So go check them out and give them a like and let them know what you think, because number one, this graffiti work is really good. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of this. I wonder if this is more of a work in progress or not, but awesome job. Go check them all out. Now here's a display from the Time Capsule Scratch Builder. We already showcased them once, but this is another piece that is just amazing. And it is essentially a replica of this this real building way back when. What do they say? 2mm scale replica. Wow, that's got to be tiny. But look at this. They do a lot of these, and I tried to pick and choose which ones I was going to showcase, but then they posted this and they have a whole bunch of them all together. So awesome job. Look at the realism on this bridge. I mean, this is so good. So awesome job. Go check out Time Capsule Scratch Builder. Next up is this display from What the Hell. Go check them out. Now, from this particular picture, you're like, oh, it's a VHS cassette. They've modified it to have some electronics, but what does it actually look like in diorama form? Look at this. It is a adult video store, but look at this. I mean, front of the store. This looks so realistic. I mean, this is just an inspiring piece that is so amazing. So obviously go check out What the Hell. It's what_the_hell, and give them a like, because they do some amazing work. This is just so realistic. Here's a submission from Hemble Creation Customs. Now they submitted a ton of different dioramas, and so I'm picking and choosing for this week, and I'm sure I'll share a few more in future episodes. But I really like this Planet of the Apes display. It's really clean, really cool. I love the grass work. Look at the detail there. It just looks so good, and honestly, I think this is a really fun piece, something that if you're a Planet of the Apes fan, this would look so good on your display shelves or wherever you happen to have it. So go check them out, and I'm sure we'll have one or two more from them coming up. Here's another creator, Johnny Simple, that I've showcased once or twice before. They're really doing some cool work with these trees, and I love it. I think it looks so unique, so cool. Obviously, all of the grass work and dirt that they've got here looks super realistic. So it's just a really neat idea. It's very different from the standard action figure displays, but you could do some really cool ACBA photos with this. So go check out Johnny Simple, doing some really neat work over here. So awesome job. And here's a little video from D's Dioramas that I wanted to showcase. He's showing how he's doing some rust on one of these little dumpsters. So we'll go ahead and play it, and you can see just what it takes to make one of these dumpsters look rusted out. Now, the thing that I think is super cool is this is actually functional. It rotates, which is awesome. Just look how smooth that goes on, and then just how realistic that looks with that paintwork. So awesome job from D's Diorama. Thank you for sharing and posting this up. It's a really cool video. All right, take a look at this display. This is from Lorenzen Dioramas. Really clean piece. I am digging on this. And look at all of this, what would be metal or sheet metal. Really cool look. I love it. I think the paintwork is so good. The woodwork here around the door is awesome. This door is pretty darn amazing. And then you've got the garage door control system right there with all of the different buttons painted. Awesome attention to detail, so cool. I think this might be for some acid rain figures, 1/18th scale. So great job on this. I love it. Such a cool display. I mean, just look at the paintwork. It's really good. So awesome job to Lorenzen Dioramas. This is a pretty sweet display. And we don't want to forget the props. And this one's coming from Chad Chilla. This little TV looks pretty cool. It actually gives a little bit of a Flintstones look to it. But I think this is a really cool old school tube TV. It's got a little display there. You've got the buttons painted, which is pretty sweet, and then the dials. But I just think that this is a cool display. You've got a light inside to, if you were to do some pictures with it, and maybe you put it in front of the figures, it's going to glow off of those figures and give them that look of watching a TV. So awesome job with this little display piece. That's what I really like about these dioramas, is sometimes the props are even better than the dioramas, and this one's really cool. It gives a lot of character. Now, I really liked this Hellboy display. This is from the Madman Josh Fisher. Really cool display. You can see it looks like it is out of focus here, but that's actually cotton painted black to look like smoke, or maybe it's the lava burst. Really cool display. Great creative idea. Look at the paintwork on the rocks. I think you did a great job with that. There's lots of different color tones, and maybe some of the lighting from these little fissure effects are kind of reflecting off of there, but whatever it is makes those rocks look that much better. This is just a great little display piece. Super cool. So thank you so much for sharing this display. Here's a work in progress. Looks like you must have used some plaster or something to create this, maybe some real rock pieces, I don't know. But awesome job. I'm really loving it. Go check out the Madman Josh Fisher. Yeah, it looks like this is plaster of Paris that you broke off into pieces. So awesome job. Next up is a display that I think is a Gunpla piece, and it's just absolutely epic. This, with the lighting, I don't even know how big this thing is. It looks like it's gotta be massive, but it is so cool. There's so many little details. Look at this. This is just like, you know, some evil lair where they're constructing some world domination piece. I love it so much. It just is so cool. I don't know what all you painted of this. I assume this is some sort of a builder kit or several builder kits that you've put together, but whatever it is, it looks so cool. I'm really impressed. I'd love to know what the specs on this are. How big is it? Obviously it must be really, really small scale, but it still looks like it's huge. So awesome job to the Madman Josh Fisher again. Here's a cool display from Mega Music with 2 eyes. Go check them out. This they're calling it a ruined snake pit. I feel like I should know that figure, but it's not coming to my mind right now. But I just think this is a really cool display. It's a little bit harder to see all of the display, but the actual action figure pictures are pretty darn cool. I really like the lighting effects that you've got on here. It looks really cool. Obviously, this is a great piece for taking ACBA pictures. So great job to Mega Music with 2 eyes. Go check them out and give them a like. And here is one of those next level pieces. This again is coming from Time Capsule Scratch Builder, and this thing is amazing. I mean, it's just so creative, so realistic and lifelike. I mean, just the level of detail. You've got all of the fruits and vegetables in this little stand. This little storefront is so cool looking. You've got the gutters and a little wire that comes down here. It's amazing what you've done with this. I wonder, it's 1/48th scale, and I wonder if it's based off of a real shop. I bet you it is, but look at all these little details. This is what I just love about Diorama Creators is the inspiration that people find throughout the real world, and then you guys put this stuff into a diorama. And look at that. Look at these little details here. I didn't even notice that at first. Those little details make it look so cool. Awesome job. Go check out Time Capsule Scratch Builder, and thank you so much for tagging this. All right, here's some more props. This one's coming from Lysine Deficient, and these are just a bunch of crates and boxes and shipping tubes and whatnot. And these little props are things that everybody should have in their collection to add to your diorama to just make it pop that much more. So awesome job to Lysine Deficient. This is really cool. I may have to go build some of these myself, but look at, they actually printed off some shipping labels too to give it even more realistic look. So awesome job. I think now is a great time to go ahead and take a quick little break and remind you to go check out Life with Brock's channel on YouTube. Every week he does a show called This Week in Customs, where he goes through all of the coolest action figure customs out there and showcases them for everyone to see. And he does a fan vote at the end of his episodes as well. So make sure you go check out Life with Brock's channel on YouTube and check him out on Instagram as well. Here is a really cool door from Dee's Diorama. They do some awesome graffiti work. I'm always impressed by your graffiti work. This door looks super cool. I like how you mix in like stickers that you add on and then your own like hand-painted graffiti. It really adds to the piece. So awesome job. This is a cool little piece that's going to look awesome on a full diorama. And we're not done with the props. This one is coming from Fat Industries Diorama. This 7-Up pop machine looks awesome. It is so cool, so realistic. I love it so much. This is just the paintwork on here. Look at what would it be? The corrosion of the paint looks so good. This thing looks so dirty and old and yucky. that I could totally see this at some almost abandoned, gas station or something that's been sitting outside forever. So awesome job. Go check out Fat Industries diorama. This is just a really cool piece. Speaking of cool pieces, look at this display from My Marvel Customs. This is kind of an epic piece. You've got 2 wall displays here, and then they're connected with a catwalk here, and there is also a power pole. The details and all of the things that are happening here is just, it's almost too much to be able to catch it all. And it's all lit up, which is super cool. But look at this, they've got a night shot. That is so awesome. Anybody would love to have something like this in their house to display their figures. You've got the little smoke effects. I believe this was, if I'm not mistaken, they had Mysterio in the center here. So this is an awesome job. Great piece. I love it. Love seeing these really creative display pieces that people have. So go check out My Marvel Customs. This is a great piece. And yet another great piece. This is another one from My Marvel Customs. It's a framed piece with Craven, but it's like a 3D piece coming out of a picture frame, and this is so cool. I love it. Great job with this, and thank you Plastic Addict for tagging this with the This Week in Dioramas so that I could make sure that I showcase this one. It's so unique, and it's lit up. I mean, look at that. It's awesome. The creativity. Here's another one. They do a lot of these framed pieces that just look so cool. Another one with Rhino. Just the level of creativity on this is so cool that, awesome job. This is really cool. Next up is another one of those epic display pieces. This is from Iron_Geek_37. There's a lot going on here. You've got a Hall of Armor there. You've got a car kind of garage down below. This is a cool display piece, just lots of different pieces all put together into one amazing display. So go check out IronGeek37. Heck, make friends with them, see if you can go over and visit their house, because this is pretty darn epic. Look at all the detail on this. Awesome display. I bet you everybody that comes to your house is just absolutely amazed. Here's a really cool display coming from Kokoi27. It's some sort of a dojo for a 1/6 scale figure. Really digging on these steps. I think this looks really cool. No idea where those steps are going to, but who cares? It's still really cool. And this floor looks awesome. A great job with that. I just think that you did a really nice job with this piece. It looks like you can take the steps off and throw in a punching bag. So this little piece for, I don't know what figure you're going to be putting with it, but it looks super cool. You got different options for where you can put the bag. Great job. I love this grid for the window. That looks really nice too. So awesome job. Go check out Kokoi72. Give them a like. This is a pretty neat little piece. Here's a piece coming from Xenoworks, HeroWorks. I think they have 2 Instagram accounts, I think. They've got a website also. Go check out xenoworks.com and heroworks.com for more. You can DM them for commissions. Obviously, looking at this work, they do some pretty awesome work. So go check them out if you're interested in getting a diorama commissioned. But this piece is really nice. I like the paintwork here from the ooze, like nasty junk that's seeping through. Great job on this piece. Really digging it. I like the colors. I think it pops really nicely with that. So awesome job to them. Here's another one from Time Capsule Scratch Builder. It's we've showcased a lot of their work. They tagged a lot of work, and I wanted to make sure that I could showcase it. This is another piece that is copying something out in the real world. This is the Travel Book Company, and they made their own version and framed it. And this just is so cool. I think your work is so amazing. It's so lifelike. Look at the bricks. You almost think that you're looking at the real building, but then when you do take slightly closer looks, you can tell it's a dio, but just barely. Look at the bookshelf. That is awesome. You've got the little person sitting inside there. So I'm always amazed by your work. I'm glad that I found you and that you found me to be able to tag your pictures. Look at that. They've got, I mean, it's so tiny. It's so tiny, but then, wow. Just go check out Time Capsule Scratch Builder. They do some pretty darn awesome work. Here's another one from Kokoi72. We just showcased them a bit ago. This is another display piece that I am really digging on. I love this sign billboard type deal. It's looking pretty darn cool. I like your brickwork. Very cool piece. Thank you very much for sharing it. The pictures are pretty cool. I like this one. That's really fun. So awesome job. Go check out Kokoi72. Here is another one from XenoWorks HeroWorks. They do a lot of work. They've tagged a lot of their work, so go check them out. They, like I said, you can DM them for commissions. Here's a pretty cool back alley style display. You've got the Arkham Asylum style pictures. I think this is from the video game. Just a really solid piece. I'm really digging this. The paintwork is always so clean and so professional looking. So awesome job. Go check them out. Really loving it, and thank you so much for tagging your pictures, because it's great to be able to showcase these. All right, so I want to revisit a dio that I showcased last week and is actually in the top 5 from last week as well. And this is from Les Grohl. This is the basketball court abandoned schoolhouse. And they posted a few more shots, and I just think it is so cool. Just look at the way that this came out. I think you did an amazing job on this piece, and I really wanted to be able to showcase a few more of these pictures. So I did a little poll. You can click on it in the upper right-hand corner of this right now. Let me know, do you like when I revisit some dioramas, if there's more pictures with more angles? Just let me know if you like it. Hit yes or no, and based on the results, I will either keep doing it or I'll quit. Here's a quick little picture from 5/24/20. This it's a single picture of a dio display, but I really dig it. This tree looks so realistic with the grasses and the moss. Awesome sculpt work, and the graffiti in the background is really, really good. So awesome job. Would have loved to see a few more pictures of it, but this one picture alone still looks really awesome. So awesome job, 5/24/20. Here's another one coming from Hemble Creations Customs. Really digging this piece. This is just such a cool little diorama. It's essentially a diorama of a diorama. I mean, think about that logic salad there. But this is just a cool piece. I love it. It looks so cool. The detail work on it is pretty darn amazing. I wonder what scale this is. If it's, oh, what do we got? 1/12 scale. So a pretty good size. I'm really digging this. This looks so cool. I honestly wish that my display table looked this good for taking pictures. It doesn't, but this is such great work. So go check out Hemble Creation Customs. Awesome job. Really digging this. So go check them out. Here's another callback. I did ask Figdorf B. Willington if I could get a couple more pictures of this Indiana Jones display, and they gave me some pretty cool shots. So take a look at that. Awesome job. I'm really loving this. If you don't recall, this tank is actually scratch built and pretty darn awesome. I mean, look at all the detail on this thing. So awesome job to Figdorf B. Willington. Thank you so much for posting a few more pictures of this. And we've got one more from Hemble Creation Customs. I just couldn't not showcase this one. This is a Star Trek display of the USS Enterprise, the bridge, and this must be for some Mego characters, or maybe these are Mezco. I don't recall what figures those are, but I do know that it is 1/12 scale, and this is a pretty darn awesome piece. Just look at all these I guess buttons or whatever on the control panels. Awesome job. I love the display that you did here with all of the figures. It's just chock full of details that it looks real, and I think you did a pretty darn awesome job, and the pictures are so good as well. So again, go check out Hemble Creation Customs. They do a lot of really, really good work. Check out this display by XenoWorks Hero Works. This is a Predator throne room. Awesome job. I've seen other renditions of this, and this one is really, really cool. I think that you did a pretty darn amazing job. You've got the NECA throne here. I believe this is the Ahab. Let me double check. Is this Ahab, or I think that's just the Elder Predator. Awesome job. Loving the rock work here. I think you did a great job with the attention to detail. Your paint work is on point. So this is, I'm always a sucker for Predator and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. So awesome job with this display piece. I'm really digging it. Next up is coming from Sage JDG. Always does amazing work, and this one does not disappoint whatsoever. Pretty small little piece, corner of a room, but look at the paintwork on this. It is so good, and it just looks amazing. I love it. I think you did a great job. You really captured it very well. The look of a dirty, just beaten up room, and your floor also looks pretty awesome. Maybe this is a bathroom. I don't know. It looks really cool. Whatever room this is, let's see if I can see. I'm not really seeing what kind of room it really is, but looks awesome. I'm loving it. I'm not sure if this is like a set of drawers or what, but awesome job. Thank you so much for tagging this and participating. Looks like the piece has sold, so congrats to whoever it was that bought this piece. Here's a cool display piece from JCCA Customs and Dios. A really nice little display piece for a couple of Deadpool and Lady Deadpool figures. I really dig this. I think it looks super cool. I like this little detail with the straw turned into a pipe. Great job with the greenery here. I think that really adds to the look. And then, of course, the lighted effect with what I assume to be some sort of cotton swab or cotton balls. And then, maybe not cotton balls, just cotton. We'll just say cotton, dude. And then the light effect underneath with a little bit of spray paint on it. Looks awesome. This is going to look so cool on either your display stands or someone else's shelf. So awesome job. Go check out JCCA Customs and Dios. And I think we got one more from them. Yes, we do. We've got a Sentinel head, and here's a work in progress of that sculpt, looking pretty darn good. And then painted, you've got lights in the eyes. That is so cool. Really digging on these pipes, hoses that are coming out of the neck after he's lost his head, and then the debris and nastiness that this is has fallen onto also looks really cool. So great job, JCCA Customs and Dios. I think you did a really good job. It's very unique and creative, and I really like it. All right, here's a cool display piece by Figures and Photography. I really dig this. I think it looks super cool. I like the floor and the little bits of furniture that you've got in here. The paint looks pretty good, on point. Here's the outside of this bar, and these doors look really cool. The old school Western style doors, those are cool. So awesome job with this. Just needs a couple of tables and some people sitting in there, and you've really got yourself a cool display piece. I really like it, so thank you so much for tagging this. Oh, look at that. You've got a ashtray with some actual ash and some old cigarette butts. Cool little beer mug, and yeah, just the attention to detail. Look at that. They put in all of the little nail holes on this wood floor, which an old Western style floor is going to have that. Newer, modern wood floors don't have the nail holes, but these did. So awesome job. Really digging this piece. And here's some prop pieces from Iconic Toys, just some bundles of $100 bills. They look really cool. I love the color on them. That looks so good. So awesome job. These are little pieces that you can add to any of your displays to make your pictures turn out that much better. And look at that. Wow, they've got a whole palette full of money. So awesome job. This is really cool. A nice little project. If you happen to have access to a color printer, you could do this yourself as well, or maybe hit them up and maybe they'll sell you some. I don't know. Check out this cool little display. This is also coming from Lorenzen Dioramas. I think we showcased them a bit ago, but this is a pretty cool little display piece. It's a small 1/18th scale. Looks like tells the story of a fallen warrior. And yes, this is a really neat display. There's lots of cool little details, some awesome paintwork, really good sculpt work as well, and throwing in the skeleton, which looks pretty phenomenal. I think you did a great job with, I'm assuming you painted this. It just looks really good. Very simple, maybe not simple, but a small piece, and I'm really digging this. So awesome job to Lorenz and Dioramas. Thank you for tagging this. Next up is a wall piece from 5/24/20. They posted a couple of these, and this one I really was liking a lot. It's just a white wall concrete, I assume, with a couple of graffiti tags on here, really clean. But then you can see down here there's some really nice detail with a little bit of grass sticking up. You've got some corrosion or wear or dirt or whatever that might be. Just a really solid, clean piece. I'm really digging it. You got a dead squirrel, squirrel pool here. Awesome job, really digging it, but look at this really close up. You've got some cigarette butts, you've got a little bit of trash here. So once you zoom in real close, this thing is looking pretty awesome. So great job on this. You've got some really good talent here. It's a New York City park themed handball wall. Okay, a handball wall. I guess I've never seen one of those in person, but awesome job. Go check out 5/24/20. I wonder if they sell these or not, because they had a couple of them. I don't know. DM them and find out if this is something you're interested in. Here's a really cool rooftop display piece from Flash 100YD. I really like this. I think it's very cool. We've seen different versions of this sort of rooftop display, and they're always super cool. I love it when people do this. But what I really like is the uniqueness of the brick color. It's a yellow rather than the standard red or brown. And I think it really turned out very well. And you've got some really nice paintwork to make it look like there is water damage on here. So I think that turned out really good. I love the wire that you've got going from this box to this box. Really awesome. I think you did a great job on it. And this upper portion of the rooftop where the door is, I think you painted that very well. Again, you did a really nice job with that paintwork to give it that kind of weathered and water damaged look, and there's just so many cool little details that you added in here that I really appreciate you doing, like these power boxes that you have here, or electrical boxes. So awesome job. Go check out Flash 100YD, give them a like and a follow. Here's a nice little wall piece from Drape Dave, and it's really small, but I'm really digging it. I think you did a great job with the sculpt work to be able to break this piece out of here. I think you did a nice job with it. It's painted very well. It gives that look of old bricks, and I think you did a nice job with it. You got a little no parking sign here. So here's I believe a reverse side, so you could do what would be the inside of whatever building this is. I wonder what scale it is. Not sure, probably 1/12 scale based on the Etsy listing. So it looks like they have it for sale. Not sure if they've already sold it or not, but look at this piece. It is really cool. You've got the broken out pieces. That's a great touch to be able to add to it. You've got the Terminator here breaking through the wall. So awesome job, awesome idea. I really dig it. So go check out Drape Dave, and if you're interested and it hasn't already sold, go check out their Etsy listing. Check out this display from Stigma Custom Collectibles. I really like this one. I think it's cool. You've got Craven and Black Suit Spidey, and it looks to be a gravestone of some sort. And I just think that this is a fun little piece that could really accent a display really nicely if you had this up on your shelf. So great job to Stigma Custom Collectibles. Really digging this. I think that the stonework looks really nice. So awesome job. Go check them out. And last but not least is coming from Rhino Dioramas. Make sure you check them out online at rhinodioramas.com. They sell a lot of 3D printed pieces and dioramas, and this is an Age of Ultron diorama. It's a 70 by 70 by 55 centimeter piece, and this thing looks so good. I mean, look at this. I can't remember what this was, some sort of reactor of some sort, but look at the work that they did on this. I'm really digging the brickwork up here. It's very faded, but kind of, I don't know, it looks so good. So awesome job with this work. I think you did a superb job, and I thank you so much for the support that you have given me every week, tagging your dioramas with the This Week in Dioramas hashtag, and I thank everybody for participating this week. It has been a great week. It's been really difficult to choose who I was going to showcase this week, but I managed to do it, and I hope you enjoyed all of the dioramas showcased. Alrighty, there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did, but we're not quite done. It's time to go through my top 5 so that you guys can go ahead and vote on the community tab on my YouTube channel. And the options are the Star Trek display by Hemble Creations Customs, the Thunderbird 2 hanger by Time Capsule Scratch Builder, the Predator Throne Room by XenoWorks Hero Works, the Subway Car by Pickleus _, and the Epic Arcade Bar by Champ Arcades. Now make sure you hit the community tab and vote for your favorite. Share this video out to everybody that you think might be interested in it so that they can also vote for their favorite, and I will reveal the winner next week. Alrighty, there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this episode of This Week in Dioramas. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, hit the bell notification so you find out about the next episode. Go out and share this video. Let's grow this show as much as we possibly can, and even more importantly, go upload your diorama projects and tag them with the This Week in Dioramas hashtag so I can find them, and I will see you next week.